start. Gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to extend a warm welcome to you on behalf of the syndicate and on my own to this seminar. The majority of you present here today are leaders in education either at the university or at your institutions. You are experts in your subject and have gathered rich experience on the many-sided problems of higher education that have been facing us during the last 2 decades. I am confident that you will be able to contribute practical suggestions to overcome defects, if not in the immediate future but at least at a later date. In this context, I may remind you that at any time the university or the government desires a change to be brought in the field of education, they could not go to anyone else or to advise than to you. You have a great responsibility towards the betterment of higher education in the university, and hence a premium is placed on your views. You are at liberty to discuss various phases of education at this seminar without any reservation, and hope you will exercise your freedom in voicing your feelings for the betterment of educational standards in the university. Since your views need to be considered at higher level when actual implementation is to be effected, I would request every one of the participants to put his thoughts in writing so that they could be considered as proceedings of the seminar when published. During my visits to your colleges, I had enjoyed extreme hospitality and learnt much by discussion with you. Many a time I had felt that a seminar of this nature would afford you and me an opportunity to come together, exchange our thoughts, and plan out a schedule for future action both at the university center and in the affiliated colleges. Let us have a rapid review of developments in educational planning in our country. For over 2 centuries, various commissions and agencies have offered practical and realistic suggestions. These at times contradict one another. There is a wealth of useful material which needs sorting out in planning the future educational policies of the nation. The pressure of soaring numbers in our educational institutions has resulted in the poor performance of the students. It is a question whether higher education be made available to all or only to the talented few. Due to various factors like shortage of paper and printing facilities, enough number of textbooks are not available to the student population, so much so they are placed at a disadvantage. Hence, on behalf of our students, I plead that more textbooks be procured for the benefit of the poor students and book banks established through social service organizations. Teaching methods have come into criticism recently. The importance of lecture as a method of instruction cannot be underrated. However, the dedicated teacher and the willing student from partners in the learning process and in this all aids to teaching should be made available. Reform in examination system has become a topic of the day, and there is much criticism on the existing system of examination in the country. The present system of examination has been accused of being factual as it tests only memory and is not problem oriented. It has become a fashion for the parents, students, and even politicians to clamor for a reform in the examination system without giving much thought to various implications that may crop up later. The chief factor in the success of any change in examination system is the integrity of the teacher. In most of foreign universities, objective type of questions are introduced in place of essay type that exist in our universities. This method of objective type of questions requires much greater dedication to duty by the teacher and keenness on the part of the student to learn his lessons. Much time of the teacher needs to be spent both in institution and at his home in the preparation of questions and make right assessment of the answers written by the students. But due to presence of large number of students and limited number of trained teaching staff, this method may not be feasible just at present in our universities. Moreover, it is obligatory on the part of the teacher to give sufficient training to the student before he is asked to face the ordeal of a new system of evaluation. However, it may be desirable that the need for a change in our examination system is kept in mind so that an appropriate action taken at a proper time. A free and frank discussion with the student body is necessary and a positive approach to be made in the interest of education. It should be the endeavor of the authorities to impress on the students of their concern over their future, and this will ultimately leave a very deep impression in the minds of the students and make them realize their responsibilities to the society in particular and nation in general. Dear Sir, while paying rent last month, I invited your kind attention to the serious condition of the building and the urgent necessity of effecting repairs. In your letter sent along with the receipt, you had assured me that the matter will receive your immediate attention. But I regret to say that no action has been taken so far, in spite of many telephonic reminders now and then. It is understandable that due to your business tours you seldom stay in the town and find it difficult to attend to these terms. If only you pay a visit, you can see the sordid condition of the property. As you are aware that this building is an old construction and due to passage of time and also due to recent incessant rains in this part of the city, the wall facing the road has developed cracks at various places. The veranda roof of the kitchen and bathrooms have virtually become a nuisance during the rainy season and requires re-roofing immediately for making it suitable for dwelling. I may also mention here that the painting of the building is long overdue and the building gives a desolate appearance. The doors and windows require a coat of varnish. There are several complaints from the tenants of the two houses. The asbestos roofing has developed cracks, making it impossible to stay in during rainy season. And also a portion of the interior wall is in a very precarious condition and may collapse at any time, which may result in loss of life and property. I need hardly say that it will be a great relief if you could inspect the house and entrust the repair work to a civil engineering contractor. If perchance you are not in a position to attend to this due to preoccupations, and if you have no objection, I will take up the responsibility of getting these defects attended to and the cost thereof will be debited to your account. Please acknowledge receipt of this letter and let me hear your views on these various suggestions offered. Thanking you, Yours faithfully.